everyone, it's Henna here. I am your unfiltered beauty content creator here, and today I am going to be doing a demo of this look and reviewing this new mini eyeshadow palette from UrbanDecay. Now before we get into this video, make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Also follow me on TikTok at Thehennaali as well as Instagram. But alright, without further ado, let's get straight into the new UrbanDecay Half-Baked Mini Palette. Okay, so I have the palette right here for UrbanDecay. It's their new Naked Mini Eyeshadow Palette. UrbanDecay did actually send this to me in PR. I was not required to post anything. This was because I wanted to, and I realized that you guys actually kind of like UrbanDecay videos here on my YouTube channel. So they did send me this little card. It says these are the 3 new Naked Mini Eyeshadow Palettes. They only sent me 1. I guess I'm not that high on the PR list, but joke. They only sent me 1, which is this one right here, which is their Half-Baked. So these new mini palettes are based on their most popular shadows from their Naked palettes. If I could guess, I'm pretty sure they'll be like $29, but don't quote me on that because they did not include a retail price for these. Oh, actually, wow, they did. It says it right here really small. $29 online in stores for an UrbanDecay.com. Great review, Hannah. So here's what the unicorn looks like. I'm actually really surprised UrbanDecay finally decided to make mini palettes of these. I think that would have been a great move a while ago, but it's never too late because here's what the palette looks like. Oh yes, perfect. So it does have a mirror, which is great, especially if you want to travel with. I feel like these mini palettes are really travel friendly, which is why I think a lot of brands stick with these. And it's an easy go-to everyday kind of scheme. It's definitely on the more warmer bronzy tones, but let's see. So I can't really zoom in anymore. I'm kind of forgot how I used to set up my YouTube videos. So I'm like fully zoomed in because of how I set up the camera. My bad, I'm sorry. But I'm gonna go ahead and try my best to kind of show you guys what I'm doing. Again, with a palette like this, it's very minimal, kind of like 2 looks, your go-to every day. So I'm not really looking for complexity, depth in what I can get with the palette. It's more of how the shadows perform, how they look on the eyes. Are the shades true to color? Are they easy to use? Are they easy to build on top of one another? Because you're not really going to find much else in the realm of like looks you can do with this palette. It's more of convenience and performance. So I'm going to go in the shade Buck Off. So not much kickback, which I'm not surprised because their naked shadows don't really ever have that problem, at least in the past. Okay, so that's a pretty pigmented shadow. Wasn't really expecting that, just because from what I remember from UrbanDecay, they're usually not too opaque, but that's a pretty pigmented shadow, especially with dusting it off. And I did not go in with primer, so UrbanDecay actually included their primer potion. I don't really use eye primer. If anything, I'll just put a concealer down. Yeah, so I don't really like the UrbanDecay primer potion. When it first came out, it was like one of its kind in that moment, that era. Now I feel like there's so many products. You can keep it here and just go ahead and put a topper shade and call it a day. Or we can intensify the depths of right here, or like a wing style, and then, so you don't, you know, there's a few looks, but we kind of know what we're gonna get from it. So I'm gonna actually take, okay, so that deep brown shade does have some kickback, which is fine with me, but I am going to take that and just kind of see if we can deepen the outer corner here, but more on these little, like, the ends. Almost like a faux wing with eyeshadow is what I was going for. I'm going to take it on this side and just kind of see. So using this other brush, you can definitely build up the opacity of that shadow. I like this other eye better because I used this brush first. Okay, so I'm kind of in love with just this right here. I'm not gonna stop here because I want to try out one of the shimmer shadows, but I kind of love just this look. By the way, that brown shade was called Edible, if I didn't mention it. I feel like I should go in with Half-Baked because that's the name of the palette, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take Half-Baked on a brush and see how much it picks up, how much it shows. And I'm gonna kind of just add it to this front area right here and leaving that, oh, that's pretty. That's actually very, very pretty. Oh my God, why This is so good. I was not expecting to love this palette. Hold on. Let me get the bigger mirror. Oh, wow. That's pretty. I'm just gonna go ahead and apply Buck Off to the bottom lower lash line. I don't really want to go in with edible because I feel like it'll just make it too intense, the look on the lower lash line, what I mean. I don't want to apply it to the lower lash. I think I'm just gonna keep this Buck Off shade to the lower lash line. All right, I went ahead and completed the rest of the my makeup, but can I just say how obsessed I am with my eyeshadow? This palette really just, I'm surprised, and I didn't want to go into this review biased, but UrbanDecay has just not been doing the most. I feel they've been really riding on that train of just keeping up with the Naked palettes and just constantly coming out with products related to Naked, and they really haven't had anything that stood out to me. And even when I got this, I was like, okay, this is cute, this makes sense, be really great to travel with, but I don't know, it just didn't stand out to me. But now after wearing this and seeing it on the eyes, I really like this palette. This palette's great. I mean, it worked really well. The shade Edible had some kickback, but it's very opaque. The shadows were opaque, and I went in with Half Baked with a brush and it worked, which is insane because I remember the metallic shimmers were just very lackluster in the original Naked palette. So I'm just pretty amazed by how they look on the eyes. I think my eyeshadow looks divine. I think this is a really pretty palette. $29 is not terrible. UrbanDecay generally is a higher priced brand, but $29 for this palette doesn't seem too bad to me. I really feel like you get your worth from here. They have two other eyeshadow palettes, which one is more of that berry shade, and then one is definitely more of just like olive neutral. I think it's more of a smoky palette, but I like this palette and I think I definitely will be using this. I will also travel with this because it does have a really good nifty mirror in here. I don't know, I really like the palette. I like the shadows, the performance, it blended beautifully, it looks really nice on the eyes. I feel like it was an effortless, it took 3 steps and I got this look, so I'm not mad about it. This does retail for $29. It is available in 2 other color schemes, but overall I think UrbanDecay, you really did something with this launch. If you haven't checked out UrbanDecay in a while, I will say these might be something you might want to stop by and see if you're in the search for a new palette, a new mini palette, travel size palette. You might end up liking it. I don't know about the other 2 schemes, color stories, but this Half Baked one, so good. But alright guys, that is it for this video. I hope it was helpful, and let me know what you guys think of this new palette. Do you love the look? Are you going to be checking it out? Have you already picked up this mini palette? Let me know down in the comments below. Also give me a follow on TikTok at Thehennaali, since I'm posting every single day, constantly on there. You can also follow me on Instagram at Thehennaali as well. But without further ado, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.